Hey guys, Heart and Spartan here, and we are continuing our 4th of July shopping day,
Shopping
I guess.
day, yeah. A little impromptu Sam's Club trip, and then we decided now that we might as well hit up a thrift store because Salvation Army is half price on all clothing today, which it is a Wednesday, so most of it would be half price, but they said everything is. So we're going to check out this store here and see what we can find, and if we find anything good, we'll let you know.
We'll share it. All right.
We found this really cool old corduroy.
Does that work? Kind of like this look. I think I might have to wear this. Baby. Kind of looks happy.
So, the worst part about this store, and ironically, several of our thrift stores, is there's no cell service, so I can't look up anything.
Some nice Levi's. These Levi's boot cuts, you think?
Not for 3 though, right? Vans. Look at it.
These are kind of cool looking. Never heard of this.
Let me get that.
Branded denim. It almost look like they could be FR, but no, I don't think so. Flame resistant.
What are all these?
I don't know. Sean John. Crown. Hold. More Coogie.
I can't wait. Can we check out the
boogie. Wrangler rigs here for it's like staying away from Wrangler. More Googie. No. What is this? I don't know. Wow. Shiny. Nope. It's a nice American Eagle. $4. Come on. Big ones. What's the price of this? Jeez. We just put a pair in the cart. It's $4.99 for the same exact 501, and these are even older. Yeah. Oh, here's it's 5.4. Ooh.
Are those original?
Oh, yes.
They're not the fanciest, but oh, there we go.
Yeah, that's the keeper.
Come on, wait.
$4. We'll look through them later to make sure there's no stains or anything. But we found some for everything's half off, so for $4. Some 501 size 36. They're like a medium wash. They're pretty nice. Button fly. 501s are pretty easy sales. Again,
They don't look like they're in good shape.
I'm 6'4", so found some jeans that are straight out of 2007. Some Ed Hardy's, tattoo artist jeans. I don't think those are back in style yet. Bursting at the seams here.
Seriously.
Found this suit. It's got a U.S. Navy thing. It says Mars brand. I don't know if that's like the candy bar. So it's 1993. I don't know what this is. They're only asking $3 for it. Under Armour hoodie here.
How much?
It'll be $2. This color is
That's not
notorious for
bad.
being stained. I found this for $3. It's a Burton hoodie, which is a really good snowboarding brand. I think that's a good bet. It is currently 4:30
$4.30.
on the 4th of July, and we just got out of the thrift store. Here, we'll show it to you real quick. Ta-da! It is a Salvation Army.
They know that.
Okay.
Anyway, so we spent just under 3 hours in there.
Yeah.
They have a lot of clothes, a lot
So
of
many.
stuff. So it just took a while to go through it all, but we didn't come out with a ton.
No, not a lot, but we
Prices
got
were a
quality.
bit high, as you could probably see in those videos. So we're gonna try and run home now, and if we have time before we head off to have some
Dinner.
picnic grub,
I'm
we
eating
will
12 hot dogs tonight.
we will review some of the things that we found, and we can talk about some of the stuff that we passed up on. All right, we're back home now, so we thought we'd go and show you a few of our items that we picked up today at the Salvo.
Let's do it.
Here we have some classic Levi's 501s,
Button fly.
button fly.
They're like a blackish grayish wash.
Everything was half price today at all clothing items. So this was listed at priced at $4.99, so we paid $2.50 for it.
Probably get 10, 15 bucks or so out of those. This is pretty cool here. I've seen one of these before. It's an old school Dallas Cowboys. You can see that old school logo there. It doesn't even have like the...
It's a
right here.
poncho.
Yeah, it's a rain poncho.
poncho.
And it has the Cowboys logo on the back. This thing is huge. You just have to...
Look at
It's like yellow on the inside. Cowboys logo on the back.
So we picked this up for $2.
It's $2. It's $4. We got it half price for two. And there's only one on eBay right now, and they're asking like $75 or something like that. And there are watchers on it, so not a bad deal for $2. We got some Umbro heavy sweatpants. Umbro sells really well for the shorts. We haven't tried the sweatpants yet, but they're only $2, so we'll see what happens with that. We have, oh, here we go. This is one of the best brands. We got some Jenko Jeans. Jenko, like the old school skateboarding type with the, you know, designs all over the pocket.
Sweet emblem. They
Yeah.
are priced at $7.99, so we paid $4 for them, which is more than we normally pay for jeans and such. But Jenkos are
Jenkos can sell for $30,
something
$40.
special. You don't come across these all
No.
the time, and they're in really good shape. No stains, just a little bit of wear at the hems. So
Yeah.
we found some. Well, this one's not a quilted, but
No.
it's a.
This is like a Sherpa faux fur lining, like a Sherpa lining. It's a Wrangler flannel, heavy flannel shirt / jacket with the lining that's faux fur. And these things, you know, it's 4th of July, so nobody's wearing this today. But, you know, we probably either put it in the store now or we'll wait till later on in the fall whenever these things just fly off the shelves. But
Yeah, and because come fall, our Goodwills and our Salvation Armies, all our thrift stores will jack the prices up on
Yeah.
these because we're in a cold weather area. So
can't
you'll
find
see
them.
these shoot through the roof. So we try to pick them up when we can. Now while they're still cheap, $2.
$2.
Another
They're an
one.
easy $15
Yeah, here's
sale
another. This one's quilted the whole way
Yeah.
through.
Quilteds, it doesn't matter what brand you get with
Yeah, you
quilted
can get the
lined
Walmart
shirts.
brand quilted,
Yeah.
and they sell
They'll
for
still
us.
sell for $15
Again,
easily.
$2 for this.
Wrangler's a great brand.
And we just roll them up and stick them in a padded envelope.
That's right.
Padded flat rate.
Here's a St. John's Bay, which is from JCPenney.
This one's more of like a coat.
It
but
is.
It's quilted.
It's
This is
quilted
just the
line.
same.
It's almost like a quilted stitching pattern. I don't know if you
Yeah,
can see
it's
that
like
on the
quilted on the
outside
outside,
where you would quilt your bed.
Again, $2.
Alright, we had one more quilted line here that was
Quilted jackpot.
It was. We only paid $1 for this one, and the brand is Windbreaker. But it's a no-brainer. It's, you know, another $15,
Yep.
$1.15. Can't beat that. Ralph Lauren, sales will be soaring. This is just a golf vest, like a sweater vest, sleeveless, and it's just a Pima cotton, and it's just a black, which seems to be a easier color to sell. And we paid $1.50 for it. It's probably going to sell for $15 or $20.
Some padded bike shorts. We do pick those up pretty regularly. This one though, they're Ella Bean.
They are. They're LL Bean.
And they're in really nice shape. They have really
Yeah.
nice elastic around the waist and at the legs. Sometimes you'll find these and they're pretty stretched out, or the padding's pretty packed down. But these are still in really good shape.
We've
so.
sold, I think, just generic with no brand padded
Yeah.
shorts for like $10. So
I mean, Mizuna's and that's always
Mizuna's
a
and
good
Pearl
brand.
Izumi.
Yeah, Pearl Izumi. Those are all great, but yeah.
LL
we can
Bean's just such a great brand, so we didn't even bother looking it up for what, $2. Here we have. All right, well, this is part of a lot. Oh, we have 1, 2, 3.
kind of big. What size are they? Ooh.
These are Wrangler.
4X.
These are 4X, big and tall men's, short sleeve plaid.
Striped.
Yeah, like a
Pearl snap.
old rockabilly cowboy type shirt. So we got 3 of them, all the same, and they were $1 a piece. So
Yeah, actually this one's
out.
bigger. Oh no, 4X.
Yeah,
They're all
4X
4X.
big.
So that should sell well.
This
for
should
us.
be. This is a great sell. They're short sleeve too, so they'll be able to sell now while it's still warm out. And who knows how much those are going to go for? But for $3 for the 3, we're not passing it up.
We didn't look these up, but
We did not, but they're so awesome that I might just wear them myself. It's these. Well, here's the back side. They're called Red Sand. If anybody knows these, they look like some old school men's swimming trunks. They have the lining on the inside. They're pretty cool looking, and the color scheme
pretty
is
90s looking.
yeah, it's totally 90s.
So,
This is late 80s, early 90s, like that turquoise
we
and
paid
blue.
$1 for them.
So we have no idea, but
as you remember from my little aside in the video, is that there's like no cell service in that store,
Yeah.
so it's really frustrating that we can't look anything up. However, we discovered because you went and tried something on in the dressing room, he had cell service in there. So
Inside
in
the
that
dressing
little
room.
tiny corner of the entire
Yeah.
store. So then at the very end, we looked up a couple.
we're
things
just sitting there
quickly.
looking stuff up. We found these Sophie.
These are mine.
Yeah, she wants to keep these.
I'm
Sophie
keeping
is
them.
Sophie's a pretty good brand for us. They're very cheap. They're like you'll get them for $1. That's what we paid for these.
But we'll sell them for 10.
And they
15.
they sell pretty regularly for $10, $15 just for
And,
some old
they're
school
always
shorts.
going first class.
Oh yeah,
'cause
they
weigh
weigh
nothing.
like 4 ounces.
But these have music notes all over them, and I am a music person, so I love them. So I'm gonna keep them.
We found an American Eagle woman's little hooded jacket here. American Eagle is maybe our best brand, our most consistent brand.
And I would have normally passed on just like a plain hoodie because there's nothing like there's no big logos or anything. But it was only $1, so
why not?
Yeah.
Try to get 15 bucks out of it. This is a really cool find. This was a long sleeve Burton, which is one of the best snowboard brands out there, and it's like a sweater. It almost looks like a hockey jersey. If you look at
the way
it.
it's like designed.
Yeah, but it's, if you can see here, Burton. It's kind of hard to see the tag, but we paid. It was marked at $2.99, and we paid $1.50 for it. So snowboarding gear, especially whenever it's that great brand, is an easy sell. So that one will fly off the shelves before long. Some more like a padded compression football pants here, which they always sell for like a quick 10 bucks. I'm not sure what the brand is. Hex, I believe here. I don't know this brand, but we only paid, as you can see, we only paid $1 for them, so 10 bucks. Here was a bit of a unicorn, if only in condition. We found an Izod. It's not the old school, or Izod. Was it? Yeah.
An Izod cardigan.
Cardigan.
It's nothing special about the cardigan itself, except for the fact that it's white.
It's a newer one because it has the crest logo instead of the alligator, but it is legit. But yeah, as you said, it's white.
It's white and it's not stained.
There's no stains on it.
At least that we found. Like we were poring over this whole thing.
Like, it's almost impossible to find white old school.
I was like, some old guy wants
this
this Izod sweater.
Yes, we're gonna ask $1 million because it's the only one in existence that doesn't have stains
it's
on
an extra large, so the size is
$1 million for that. This was a pretty cool find here.
This is probably the most we paid for any item.
It was.
And we normally won't pay this much for something.
Especially for this. It's Harley Davidson jeans. They're women's jeans, like just, denim biker jeans. And they were marked at $10. But we got them for $5.
We got paid $5. It's got the nice white contrast stitching the whole way over it. It's got the flat pockets in the back with the buttons that, like the metal ones that say Harley Davidson.
Yeah, so these are really well made.
The hems aren't worn at all. Like I'd almost say these jeans look brand new.
They do.
The size is 4 tall.
4 tall.
So and they're a boot cut. They're not skinny, but I think most motorcycle riders are wearing like a boot cut jean that'll go down over their boots. So we're hoping that
we look at the comps are like $25.
Harley normally sells really well for us when we find it, which is kind of rare.
That is true. At least good Harley stuff. You'll find it often that it's stained or something, but that one's good. Here we have, zip this up, Burton number 2. It's the middle of summer, the 4th of July, and we're pulling snowboarding gear because nobody else wants to buy it right now. But this is a beautiful woman's, I believe this is woman's.
Yeah. I don't know what the material is exactly.
It says, I'll show you the tag.
Paid $3 for this.
Yeah.
Dry ride it's
like their
would
version.
Be like a dry fit.
Exactly, of like a Nike dry fit or Under Armour or something.
And keep you warm, but wick the sweat a little bit. It's this really
beautiful
cool material.
Jacket here. It's such a nice jacket. So, and again, there were no stains, no damage. So, we didn't look it up. We just know grab Burton. But I'm sure it's
sometimes
at least
we
20.
have to take those risks when we can't.
You do.
Access our researching tools.
We found some Nike sweatpants. We'll tend to buy them. They sell better in the wintertime. But these were
women's, right?
These were.
Yeah, I got them in the women's section. Okay. But they're dry fit, so any of the Nikes that have ThermaFit. Yeah, any of the Nikes that have that like additional
ThermaFits
qualification.
They're very
ThermaFit
popular
especially.
right now. Try to get that tag in there. Well, there we go. It's kind of there.
Yeah, they've got the nice like bit of a zip at the ankles.
So you can make them look like you're wearing bell-bottom Nike sweats if you want. You can have some disco time. But we only paid $1.50 for them, and that's an easy $15. And last, but obviously least, because it's what we have the most of, is just another pair of women's American Eagle jeans.
I mean, they had tons and tons of American Eagle, but we weren't paying $3, $4, $5 a piece for them.
We got these for $1.50, and I guess they're flare leg, which isn't as
not
popular.
Flare, they're more boot cut, but they're in really good shape. Like the hems they're like curled up right now, but they're not frayed at all. I mean, we saw tons of hydraulics, we saw some 7 for All Mankind's, we saw some Miss Me's, but just not what in the price range that we like to make for our initial investment.
One thing we did find that I don't know if we're regretting not buying it, but maybe somebody can leave in the comments can mention what your experience is with this. We found Coogi, C-O-O-G-I, and we found there were at least 8 or 10 pair of men's Coogi jeans.
You saw them in the video.
Yeah, they were in the video.
I showed them.
Okay, and they were $20, but half price 10. And we looked up comps, and the comps they're all over the board, like $20 to $40.
But like the more decorative ones seem to fetch more money. But like we don't run into those brands around here, so it was. And they were all like the same size, so I was like, clearly like some dude who is this size and donated his entire wardrobe.
He's Coogi-less now. But we thought, I mean, if we would have dropped $100 on those, we might have been able to get $250 out of them, or we might have been sitting on them forever because there's just so many out there. So
and we're kind of at a place in our business where we're not taking huge risks.
No, because we have so much inventory.
Yeah, we have a lot of inventory that we're trying to get moved out, and this summer transitional phase is always tough. Like maybe in the fall when business is booming, you know, that'd be a time we'd take a risk on.
Or if they were $5 a pair, we would have bought all of them. But for $10 a pair to make maybe 25, like, not really feeling it.
But let us know, have you seen Coogi before? Have you sold Coogi? Is that brand move?
If you want them for $100, we'll go back and get them for you tomorrow. So just let us know.
All right.
And I think that's it. That's everything that we have.
So we're gonna go eat some picnic food.
First,
and
I'll show you here what we spent in total.
And then tomorrow we'll photo and list.
So we spent a total of, on everything, $43.27, if you can see right there. So we didn't do an estimate, but we're guessing somewhere in the neighborhood of $300 for all this stuff. I'm not sure how much those Burtons will go for exactly. They could be really high. So not bad we were in the store for 3 hours. We dropped $45, and we tend to make about $150 to $200 profit.
Cool.
Not bad. All right, now it's hot dog time. So.
All right, Heart and Spartan signing out.
Happy 4th of July, everybody. Bye.